Hey guys, Guy Loves Star Wars here. So, last week, like I said before in my last video, Ahsoka, Dave Filoni, Grogu, Mando, crazy episode. Just insane. If you haven't seen it yet, obviously spoilers are going to be in this video, but go watch it. I don't know what you're waiting for, you're really missing out. Here's my predictions for this coming week. So, we know that there's 3 episodes left. We just watched episode 5, so there's 6, 7, and 8. Obviously, last season we saw in 6, 7, and 8, Mando went back and got the whole crew together. They got Cara Dune and they got Creel and they got IG-88, even though he was reprogrammed. And they took Baby Yoda to Navarro, and it was a whole kind of 2 episode, 3 episode kind of end cap to the season. So we know that that's going to happen here. We know that Mando's being tracked. We know that Ahsoka just told him to go to Tython, which is the first Jedi temple ever created, and on the Force planet where the Jedi originate from. Actually, the Jedi originate from. And there's a great video on that on Star Wars Theory. He makes a great video on the history of Tython and the Jedi. Jedi. I know. But my prediction for this week is that it's going to be more of a side mission type thing. I know what you're saying, all the side missions is going to be dumb. But from what we saw from the side mission before Ahsoka, we saw that he went back to Navarro, and we heard about the cloning, and we heard about Baby Yoda's blood wasn't enough, and we need more of an M count. It was insane. So side mission isn't really a side mission when it comes to Mando. It's Star Wars, and it's gonna be insane. So I really hope that we go back to Navarro, we get back with Cara Dune, we get back with Grief, and we see what's going on there on Navarro. We know that Mando's being tracked, of course, from that episode too, as well, and that Moff could show up at any time. So I think that they're going to save that for the last episode, but maybe not. I think that we're going to see something that we haven't seen yet, a planet that we haven't seen yet. I see it in the comments all the time on my Instagram page that Ahsoka's not coming back. So I think that Ahsoka will come back, but it might be towards the end of the season or maybe even next season. I think that Ahsoka will most likely get her own TV show, and I hope she does. And everybody was talking about the Rebel reboot and the Rebel sequel. If you haven't watched Star Wars Rebels, you're wasting your time. Go watch it now. Um, so the Rebels sequel and the Rebels reboot, everybody was talking about it, and that it might be animated. But now we have Ahsoka live action, and this means that most likely the Rebels sequel, if we get one at all, will be live action. And I really hope it's just an Ahsoka show and all about finding Ezra and Thrawn, and Thrawn's the new big bad guy. If you haven't heard about the Thrawn trilogy yet, pretty much there's these books that were based after the Battle of Endor or Return of the Jedi and before The Force Awakens. These books were created before The Force Awakens. And it's just pretty much about Thrawn and how he took over after Palpatine. It's more of just is he more loyal to the emperor himself or to the Empire? So Thrawn is the main bad guy in that, and I would love to see that sort of thing happen in this Mando timeline where we have in between Force Awakens and Jedi, and Thrawn is the big bad. And I hope we do see that because that would be amazing. And I think, I'm not sure, but Moff is lower than Grand Admiral because Grand Admiral Thrawn. Who knows? We got Thrawn and we got Moff. We don't know if they're working together. We don't know if they hate each other. We don't know about anything of the two of them. But what we do know is that Moff has these dark troopers and he has the dark saber. And we know that he's tracking Mando, and we know that Mando could be in big trouble if he shows up with the dark troopers and the dark saber and it's just him and Grogu. He has the staff made of Beskar, but I don't think he can hold off that whole army. And obviously he's going to get some help if he sits Grogu on the Seeing Stone. Who will show up? I hope it's Luke. It could be Ezra, but if Thrawn's already out there with a fleet, that means Ezra's probably captured and or got away, and no one knows where he is. Luke is the most likely person to show up, or whoever took Grogu. So this leads us to this part. So Grogu, we found out about his past. He was trained in the Jedi Temple, and then after Order 66, his path got dark. Dave Filoni clearly left out this huge thing of his path went dark, so that by the end of this season, we will have this huge cliffhanger of who comes and who took him. who took him from the Jedi Temple, there's only a few options. One, Master Yoda, but as we see Master Yoda in the original trilogy, no Grogu. So that it would be hard for him to hide Grogu on Dagobah while the original trilogy is happening, but it's possible. We have Mace Windu. I hear this theory all the time. Star Wars Theory makes a theory on it. He loves Mace. I love Mace. But he did get tossed out a window on Coruscant with the arm chopped off. But the possibility of him being alive is possible. And it's happened many times before, as I said in my last video. So he would know about Grogu, obviously, in the Jedi Temple, so he could go back and save him. It's a possibility, and I kind of like it, and I'd love to see Mace. It would be insane if Samuel L. Jackson came back and reprised his role and was like, hey, Grogu, what's up? That would be pretty sick. My favorite theory is that Palpatine took him. So Palpatine, I learned this from Star Wars Theory. Thank you, Star Wars Theory. Palpatine was in the Jedi Temple during Order 66. If you remember, when Obi-Wan is looking at the security tapes in Revenge of the Sith of the Jedi Temple, he sees Vader bowing before the Emperor. So if they're in the Jedi Temple, then the Emperor's in the Jedi Temple. Palpatine is in the Jedi Temple. So that would mean that Palpatine would be in the Jedi Temple and could possibly take Grogu, and his path could go dark there. We've seen Grogu force choke Cara Dune, so we know that the dark side of the Force is in him. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens next. I'll leave you with that. I'm going on for a long time. Hopefully you like and subscribe to this video and to the channel. And I'll see you Friday or maybe Saturday morning. Depends. For that Mando recap. And I can't wait to watch Mando. Go watch Star Wars Theories Watch Party 2 if you're going to watch Mando. He's very hyping up and he's very exciting to watch. May the Force be with you.